In the last session, we have seen how to print the messages, and in the last session, we have seen how to print the messages, and we have seen how to navigate from one page to another page, and also in the last session, we have seen how to navigate from one page to another page, and also we have seen about try catch. Okay, now we'll try to understand the extension of this. How do you refer to a subject? How do you refer to a subject? How do we refer to a subject? Now, all the examples, whatever we have seen, all these are, whatever the examples you have seen, whatever the examples you have seen as of now, whatever the examples you have seen as of now, all these examples deals with primitive data types. All these examples deals with primitive data types. All these examples deals with primitive data type. Right. Primitive data types. Now let us go to the S object. Let us move on. What is that S object? How we are going to deal with it? First one, every table in the database is referred in the Salesforce as S object. Every table in the database is referred in the Salesforce as S object. Every table in the database is referred as S object. Every table in the S object is referred as S object. Now in the database, we have a table called account. In the database, we have a table called account. Same table in the Salesforce, it is referred as S object. Now we call them as a tables in the database. They are referred in the programming as S object. So for every table, internally, for every table, Salesforce has created one S object. For every table, Salesforce has created one S object. For every table, Salesforce has created one S object. For every table, the Salesforce has created one S object. For every table, Salesforce has created S object. So account, contact, opportunity. For every S object, we have equivalent Apex class. For every S object, we have equivalent Apex class. For every S object, we have equivalent Apex class. For every S object, we have equivalent Apex class. Right. Now let us go to the next one. If I have loan, customer, we have a loan, we have a customer, all this. So any table that we have in database is referred as S object. Now for every table, they have got equivalent Apex class, which is automatically created by the Salesforce. So if you have a table called account, automatically, if you have a table called account, automatically in the Salesforce, we have a class called account. If you have a table called contact, automatically in the database, we have a table called contact. If you have an opportunity, automatically we got a table called opportunity. Now opportunity has opportunity class, loan has loan class, customer has customer class. Every table that we have has equivalent Apex class. Every table we have equivalent Apex class. Every table we have equivalent Apex class. Are you getting my point here? Every table have equivalent Apex class. So if it is an account, we have account class. If it is a contact, we have a contact class. If it is an opportunity, class. loan class, customer class. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now let us come back here. So if you have account, name, phone, industry, rating. So we have a class. We have a class. What is the class? The class. All these become what? Variables. Every field become a variable. Account table with the name, phone, industry rating. Account table with the name, phone, industry rating. Similarly, we have account class with a correspond. If you have account class, if you have account class, all the fields in the table become variables. All the fields in the table become variables. All the fields in the table become variables. So what I'm going to do? Name, phone, all they have become variables. Now remember, every table we have in the database, they are having internal classes. Now if you want to refer to the table, we are supposed to refer to the table with the corresponding fields. So if you have account, we have a name, phone, industry. I hope you are good with this. This is how we are writing. Account, right? So come back. So how we are going to take it now? Let use to take integer, string. Similarly, we are going with account, contact, opportunity, right? Opportunity, open. Is that was clear for everyone? Right? Is that was clear for everyone? This is how we are doing. Now try to understand once again. Every table in the database has equivalent Apex class. Every table in the database has equivalent Apex class. Every table in the database has equivalent Apex class. Right? So the class is referred in the programming to refer to the table. Now try to understand the points here. Listen carefully, Amma. Now I have name of data type, variable, type of it. Now I gave integer age. Loan payment, so look at this. What is the data type? Name of the data type. Okay. Is it a primitive or non-primitive? Data type. Now, is it a primitive data type or not? Primitive or non-primitive? Type of the data type, primitive. Variable, type of the variable, primitive variable. Right. Right, boss. Now, data type is integer. Type of data type is primitive. Variable is age. Type of variable is primitive variable. Now we have name. What was the data type? String. Type is primitive. Type is primitive. Okay. String, primitive, name, Then we have primitive variable. Now decimal salary, decimal type, primitive. Okay, primitive variable. Now right, S object, then variable is this. Then what is this? Reference variable. Why reference variable? If data type is primitive, variables are going to be primitive. If data type is primitive, variables are going to be primitive. If data type is not primitive, variables are going to be reference. If data type is primitive, right? If data type is primitive, then we are going for primitive variable. If data type is reference, if data type is a non-primitive, variable will be reference. Data type is primitive, variable is primitive variable. If data type is data type is non-primitive, then the variable is going to be reference variable. Contact, is it a primitive? Contact is a S object. S object is nothing but not primitive. They are not primitive. So CON opportunity S object, opportunity S object, OPT, loan S object, reference variable. Pay, customer S object. Now, what type of data is this? Reference. I hope you are good with this. Primitive variable and reference variable. Primitive variable is right. This is how we got the information. Primitive and reference. Now, why I was giving here? Primitive will hold data. Reference will hold location, referring to some memory location created by the new keyword. Now, primitive means I can straight away give it like this: integer age, string name, integer age, string name, integer age, string name. Then we got account ACC, new account.
Satish, one moment. DOV comes under primitive, right?
Come again. Primitive, yeah. Data type is primitive. So here we have ACC, new account, contact, new contact. Is that was clear? So primitive, non-primitive. Right. Primitive and non-primitive. Right, boss? Primitive and non-primitive. Primitive will be coming here, age equal to 10, name equal to Ravi. Right. This is how we are giving. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this. Right. So, if it is a primitive, we are assigning the value. If it is a reference, we are supposed to assign the memory first. Then we are going to take the data. How are you going to take? ACC dot name. Is available. Is that was clear for everyone? Is that was clear for everyone? Clear for everyone? Right. Right, boss. Followed, everyone has followed this? Let me move on to the topic now. Now, in the last example, when I want to create an account and a contact, what did I do? What did I do? I took a name, industry, string like that. I have taken number of variables. Then I took the value from the VF page. I inserted. Now I don't want to take number of variables. Straight away I want to take account ACC. In the previous example, when I was taking an account, the last example, when I was trying to take an account, we are taking a lot of variables. Why should I take those many variables? Basically, your intention is to create one account. Your intention is to create one contact. Your intention is to create one account. Your intention is to create one contact. So what we are supposed to do? Go back to this. File, new. Is object example. Where we have taken public account ACC. Public contact. Now ACC is of type what? Account. This account is referring to a table called account. This account is referring to a table called account. When we are referring to a table called account, whatever the fields we have in account table, all the fields will come to the ACC. Right. Now, what is the value of ACC? What is the value of ACC? What is the value of ACC? The value of ACC, the value of ACC, the value of ACC, the value of ACC is a reference null. Because I have not assigned any reference location, the value of ACC is what? Null. The value of ACC is what? Null. The value of ACC is what? Null. So what we are trying to take? Right. Public S object example. A equal to new account. Right. So ACC equal to new account, contact equal to new contact. ACC equal to new account, contact equal to new contact. ACC equal to new account, C1 equal to new contact. Right. ACC equal to new account, C1 equal to new contact. Right. I hope you are good with this. Then I am trying to insert the data. Public void, or I can give page reference. Then I'm giving no. I want to give try insert ACC CON dot account ID equal to ACC dot. This contact account ID is this. This contact created for this account. Lookup field. Account ID is a lookup field. Insert CON. Now I was giving exception. This is how we are taking. Try catch. In the catch, we are trying to take if everything was good, what I was want to give, everything is good. Page reference so you want to refer to any particular page? or you want to give a success message, or you want to navigate. If you want to navigate to any particular page, then what I can do? We are supposed to give new page reference slash, how do you give it? ACC dot. No, I want to throw error message, apex page dot. Apex page dot message severity error e dot, then apex page dot add right. Now page reference create. Page reference create. When you say page reference create, we are trying to insert the account, we are trying to insert the contact. Last example, what we have done? Last example, account acc.name, acc.phone. We are manually setting the value of every field. We are manually setting the value of every field. We are manually setting the value of every field. But what we are trying to do here, we are straight away taken the variable called acc, which is referring to a table of account. So we can refer acc.name, acc.phone, acc.industry. This is how we are getting it. I hope you are good. Now come back to the VF page. Now I'll just copy paste this. Now we'll try to make small changes on this. Right. So here, how do you create? It is acc dot acc dot acc dot. What is that acc? Referring to the table called account. So acc dot name, acc dot industry, acc dot rating, acc dot phone. Because acc is referring to a table called account. Directly, the account table name field, account table industry field, account table, okay, phone. Similarly, we have contact last name, contact first name, contact. This is how we create. Is that was clear? Last class, in the last example, I created the variables. Then I took that variables assigned to account acc. But now straight away I was taking acc. Now in the VF page, what I'm doing? acc.name, acc.phone, acc.industry. We are not creating a separate variables. Straight away with the table we are trying to refer it. Is that was clear, ma? People got the story here. So what is that account ACC? Account is a non-primitive data type. ACC is a variable. When you are taking a non-primitive type, then what we are going to get? Whenever we are trying to refer to a non-primitive type, it is a reference variable. We are supposed to assign a memory and use it. Okay, right? I hope you're good. Right? Don't communicate chat. Don't chat in the classes, boss. Right. I hope you got my point here. So have a preview. This is what you got. Account, contact. The moment you said insert failed, exception, duplicates detected. There is one more record. There is one more record with the same name. There is some standard account duplicate rule. They are verifying the duplicates. Okay, duplicate check. So go back. Review. This is how we are creating the record, navigating to the corresponding record. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now what was that? Taking a S object as a data type, trying to create a variable. Are you clear about this context, Amma? Are you clear about this context? Shall we do one basic example? Right? We'll try one basic example. Okay. Now try to create one basic example with respect to this. Opportunity, new opportunity. Now look at the point here. I will also add up one point here. What type of what I have taken input text. When you took the input text, irrespective of data type, look at the point. Irrespective of data type, what are you getting here? When you took a input text, look at the point. If I am taking a input text referring to a field, I don't need this page block, section item, all this stuff. Try to look at this. When I am referring to a field, of an object, automatically what will happen? Label will come. If I am referring to a field of any S object, automatically right. Look at the preview. Now automatically what are you getting? Field label. Whenever we are trying to refer to a field, let it be an input field, let it be an input text, label name automatically comes. In the previous example, I have taken page block, section item, output label. Why? It is not a field from the object, it is a variable. When you are taking a variable, label will not come. You have to create a label. If you are taking a variable, label will not come. If you are taking a variable, label will not come. You are supposed to define a label. But if you are referring to a field, automatically what will happen? Label will come. Automatically what happened? Label comes. Right. Now, if you are able to refer to a field of an object using a input text, then what is the use of input field? In the input text, I was able to give it, right? Input text, account name, input text, account industry, input text, rating. If you are able to refer this with the input text, then what is the use of going for an input field? If you are able to refer them with input text, what is the use of going for an input field? First examples we have seen with input field only, no? Go back to this. So look at this account name, but it is a required. It is not a required. Rating is a pick list. You're not getting as a pick list. Industry is a pick list. You're not getting as a pick list. So if I take input field, exact properties of the field will come. When you say input text, it will refer to the field, but properties will not be referred. Even though you are a pick list, I will show like a box. Even though you are annual revenue, I will show like a box. Even though you are a date, I will show like a box. Input field, when I take input field, what will happen? When I say input field, irrespective of, when I say input field, okay, when I say input field, if you are a pick list, I'll give you a pick list. If you are a currency, I'll give you a currency. If you are a text, I'll give you a text. If you are a phone, I'll give you a phone. I hope you are getting my point. Is that was clear for everyone? Right? Are you clear for everyone? Is that was clear? So, depends upon your data type. Depends upon your data type, I will show the corresponding properties. Depends upon your data type, I will show you the corresponding properties. Depends upon your data type, I will show you the corresponding properties. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Am I clear? Am I clear? So, if you are referring to a field of an object, no need to define a label. Automatically, the label will come from the corresponding field which you are referring. I hope you got my point. I hope you got my point. If you are referring to a field of any S object, automatically label will come. Automatically label will come. If you are referring to a field of an object, the properties of the field also will come here. Right. Now, what I want you to take a contact. I hope you got the point. Difference between input field and input text. Input text will refer to the field, but it will not refer to its properties. Input field will refer to field and also its properties. Input text will refer to the field, but will not refer to its properties. Input field will refer to a field, but also refers to its properties. Are you clear, Amma? Everyone is good with that point? Right? Input field and input text. Input field will refer to the field and also its properties. Okay. Then we are going to take echo. Name, 1 minute, Amma. Name, amount, now take a input field, Amma. Create this example with the help of use Apex class, use input field. Stage name, type, No. Do this, Amma. Complete this example. Apex, first create an Apex class. Create an Apex class. Design the class first. Make an attempt of creating them. So what is the object you are supposed to take? Public opportunity. Then I was taking public void. If you want to navigate, you are supposed to take page reference, page reference create. Then what you are supposed to do? Right. Now I was supposed to initialize the memory first, right? Otherwise it's going to be null. If I don't initialize the memory, If I don't initialize the memory, it is going to be a null. Right? Insert up, insert up. Then I am trying to give page reference p equal to page reference p equal to catch exception. Catch exception.
Hello, Satish.
Yes, Suma.
So the only reason we are initializing memory like this instead of the method, because to use the set and get methods, right? That variables, right?
This one. These are set and get.
No, instead of initializing opportunity, OPT is equal to new opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So
see
why we are, yeah.
What is the value of OPT? What is the value of OPT here? It's a null. Did you assign any value to it? No. If you don't assign any value to a reference variable, what is the value we have? Null. When I say null dot name, is it valid? Null dot industry, is it valid? No. So we are assigning the opportunity here first. Boss, creating a new opportunity. This is a new opportunity, and I'm asking OPT to refer to this opportunity. But my point, OPT is now right now null. Now I'm saying create a new opportunity. This will create a new opportunity record. New opportunity, refer that opportunity with OPT. Now what is the value of OPT here? Null. Right?
Satish, I understand that point. So what's my question is, instead of creating the reference variable memory instead of the method, why we are taking as yet a variable and referring it over?
I'm not getting you. Where we are taking a method? Line number.
Okay. So let's say I can allocate the memory like this, right? Opportunity OPT is equal to new opportunity. Right?
First, tell me which line you are speaking about.
Line number 4.
Line number 4. Okay. What is the other way you are trying to tell? Okay, I removed it. Tell me what is the other way.
So opportunity OPT is equal to new opportunity.
Now you tell me what we have to write to initialize it.
Okay. Delete all that and.
Okay. Now tell me.
Right. Yeah. Right. Opportunity OPT is equal to new opportunity.
Okay. Now, is it a local variable or a reference? First point. Is it a local variable or a global variable? Now, when
it's right now.
When you define a variable, one by one, don't elaborate it. Well, let's do one by one. Now, is it a local variable or a global variable?
It's local right now.
Now, can I use outside this constructor?
No.
Then how will you insert the data? Now, insertion is happening on what? Create method. Insert is happening on which one? Create method. So how can you access this? Now I want to insert this record. How will you insert? I want to insert the record from this method. Now can I use this OPT inside this? No. Right? There is a reason. I give this OPT outside. If I give OPT outside, what will happen? I can use this OPT anywhere in the programming. That's the first question. Okay. Yeah. Continue with this question now.
Yeah, I mean, that's my clarification. That's it.
Right, Amma.
Thank you.
I hope you got his point. He asked me why you are putting this here on the top. Why don't you put it here? That's the first question. The second one is, if you want this opportunity to be used in the VF page, from where are you trying to access this opportunity? You are trying to access this opportunity in the VF page. Now, that variable should not be a part of any method. That variable should be a part of class. Only if the variable is a part of the class, then I can use it. Which variables I can use in the VF page? Only global variables and public variables. Can I define the local variables as global or public? Can I define any local variable as a public or a global? No. So obviously it has to be outside the methods. I told only public variables, only global variables can be used in the VF page. Second point I told, if you want to access any variable in the VF page, that variable should have getter and setter. The variable should have getter and setter. First point. Second point I told, the variable should be a global or public. Okay. If it is a local, it cannot be a global or a public. We cannot define access modifier for local variables. Right, Amma? Okay. Now come back to the story again. Then we are giving here run P. Right. So what was that? Page reference P equal to new page. Come again, OPT. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Clear? Clear for everyone? Right. Come again, Amma? Null for the. If you don't assign any value, what is again? Page reference. Is it a primitive? Now, what is the default value for any variable? Null. So if this is true, I am giving P equal to this. If it is false, I am not assigning. No. If you don't assign, what is the value of P? P equal to null. Null means what? Come back to same page. Now, if I am not assigning the value, by default will be what? Null. Page reference P. It is a null. Page reference P. The value of P is null. If this is true, I was assigning the value. If it is false, I am not assigning the value. Okay, Nama? Okay. Come back to the story again. Now we are going to Visual Force. Form. Opportunity, new opportunity. Page block. Input field value equal to, how do you take it now? OPT dot input field value equal to right. Close date, stage name, stage name, close date. We have type, amount, value, OPT dot. Then we have amount, this is how I am giving. Now on the top of it, what I was supposed to do? Buttons. Action. Now, what was the next one we had? Public, void. When I say cancel, what I was doing, whatever the data we had, we are reinitializing. When I say OPT equal to new opportunity, what happened? When I say OPT equal to new opportunity, whatever the value you are referring that is removed, one more is created. There is a small point here. I'll make it the point clear. Just let me finish this line. Then how do you print the message? Apex page. I hope everybody has got the story. Is there was clear boss? Is there was clear for everyone? Right? Okay. Now try to refer to this context carefully. Listen here. This is going to be a very key role, key player in the entire development. Listen to the point here. Account ACC. Now, what is the value of ACC? Now we have some ACC. What is the value of ACC? What is the value of ACC? Null. Account ACC. What is the value of ACC? Null. 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 Then move on to the point. Right. ACC equal to new account. Now, when I say new account, look at the point. New account. New account. New account means some memory location is allocated with all the fields in it. Some name equal to, with all the fields, memory is allocated. Now, where is that memory? Somewhere it is allocated. To make it understandable, I am saying it's 400. I don't know where it is. Somewhere internally memory is allocated. For your understanding, I am saying it's 400. Right. Now, how will you refer to this memory now? Memory is allocated, okay. Data was there in that memory. Memory was allocated. Data was there in that memory. Then how will you refer to that? Now, how will you refer? Right? We don't know where is that memory. Right? That is the reason I am giving a variable called ACC. ACC equal to. So, what is this ACC? ACC referring to the memory which was allocated by a keyword called new. ACC is allocating memory which was used by keyword called new. ACC is referring to memory which was allocated by the keyword called new. So, what is happening here? ACC is now ACC is right now 400. ACC is 400. Now, whenever I say ACC, referring to the address location of 400. Now, ACC equal to ACC dot name 400 dot name. ACC dot phone 400 dot phone. Is that was clear? Then again I told ACC equal to new. When I say new account, again what happened? New account means one more memory was created here. Please mute your mic, online, somebody. Please mute your mics. Right. Now, this is how we created. This is the location, some location. Now, what I'm doing? This memory was created. New account. This memory was created. Now, ACC equal to new account means what? Right now, ACC is referring to whom? 400 is removed. Previously, it was referring to that 400 location. Right now, it is referring to which location? 600. Right, boss? Now, what about this? No more in use. Previously, I was referring to 400. Now, I was referring to 600. Now, 400 is removed from me. I am referring to new location. Are you getting my point here? When I say ACC equal to new account, one more account is created and I was referring to that. Is that was clear, boss? Is that was clear? Is that was clear? Follow number. Right. Is that was clear for everyone? Again, I'll repeat the small use cases here. Account A1 equal to This is the story. Now let us do step by step, understand what was this. If you are able to understand this, the coming classes will be easy for you. Listen carefully. What is the first one? New means what? Memory. At some location called 400. This location is referred by A1 is a right. Now A2, A3, A4. Now what is the value of A2? A3, A4. It is not referring to any one of the value. A2 is null, A3 is null, A4 is null. Then I told A2 equal to A1. A2 equal to A1. That means what? Whatever the value of A1 is there, same value is given to A2. So what is A1? This is. So now A2 is also referring to. Now I told A2 equal to A1. So A2 is also equal to whatever the location A1 is referring, same location A2 is also referring. Then I told A2 dot name equal to, because both of you are referring to same location, A2 dot name equal to Wipro. Then okay. A3 equal to whatever that A2 is referring to, same thing is referred by A3. So A3 is also referring to what? A3. A3 was referring to this location. Now A3 dot A3 okay. Then A3 dot phone equal to A3 dot phone equal to A3 dot phone equal to 0401234. Then I told A4 equal to A4 equal to A3. When I said A4 equal to A3, then what happened? A4 is referring to the value of A3. So whatever A3 is referring, same location. So all of them are referring to which location? Right? Am I right or no? Simple like this, boss. Integer A equal to 10. Integer B equal to A. Integer C equal to B. Same thing. Now that A1 is what? Location. A2 is what? Location. A3 is what? Location. Whichever the location A1 is referring, same location A2 is also referring. Then I told A4 dot rating equal to hot. Rating equal to hot. Then we have A2 equal to new account. New account means what? One more. This location was reassigned to A2. Previously A2 was referring to this. Then I told A2 equal to, right? A2 was previously referring to A1. Now right now A2 equal to new account. Now what is the value of name in A2? Null. Phone null. Rating null. A1 dot name Wipro. A1 dot phone 040. A1 dot rating hot. A3 dot name Wipro. A3 dot phone, A3 dot rating. A4 dot name, A4 dot phone, A4 dot rating. I hope you're good. Right? I hope you're good. People are good with this. People have followed this. Clear about? Is that was clear? Now I am referring to some location. If you reassign another location, I will refer to that location. A equal to 10. If you give me A equal to 20, what will happen? I will refer to 20 now. A equal to 20, I told A equal to 30. From now I start referring to 30. I hope you're good. I hope you're good with this. I hope you're good with this. Clear for everyone? Clear, boss? Everyone is clear? Right. Now let us move on to the next one. One more structure I'm going to create. Everyone has followed that? No. Same location, no. If they are referring to the same location, whatever the data that is there in the location, I will refer to the same data only. Exactly, right? A1 is a only variable referring to location. In that location, whatever is there, I will refer the same. So look at the point. New account. Account A2 equal to. Now what does it mean? Now I told A1 dot name. A1. This location is referred by A1 dot name. Right. This is what we got. Then again, account A2. A2. New location is created. New means new location. That is referred by A2. Name you give. Then I told A1 equal to A2. Then A1 is previously referring to this. I told A1 refer to A2 location. Refer to A2 location means now A2 dot name Wipro, A1 dot name is also Wipro. I hope you are good. Clear, boss? Clear for everyone? Right. So classroom, that's all from my end for the day. We'll continue in the next session. Online people, you can stay back for a few minutes. Online, you can stay back for a few minutes. Classroom, that's all from my end.